again in the commissary, and we're gonna make one of our most complicated diets that we have to make. I actually had to bring in a friend for this one because she is an expert on this diet and she's gonna help us. This is Abilee. Why don't you walk us through this diet for me?
All right, so this diet definitely looks a lot different than the ones Hannah was making earlier. It's actually one of my favorite diets to make just because of how messy it is, and the way it looks at the end is kind of interesting. So I think you guys might have a little bit of a hard time guessing what it is, and I'm very excited to see what you think. Right here, we are going to be using a few different things. I have all of my items laid out nicely for you guys, as well as my ingredients. I'm gonna go ahead and get my gloves on. Hannah was not joking when she said this job can get messy. Sometimes when I make this diet, it has a tendency to spill onto me. All right, so I have some nice, good, yummy spinach right here. And I always like to start with this. So I'm going to lay this down right here. Put a little bit of spinach. As you can see, I've already shredded it a little bit. I always like to do that just so it blends a little bit easier. A nice, yummy mixture for these animals. I have some insectivore right here. So these are animals that eat insects. Hint, hint is in the name. We're gonna be adding a little bit at a time. Whenever I make this diet, instead of adding one complete item at a time, I actually will add a little bit of each ingredient. That way it mixes nice and easily. You want a smooth finish. Alrighty. So now I'm going to add some nutritional yeast. Going to add some apple cider vinegar. Taurine here. Taurine is very, very good for spinal health. And so this diet is going to just get one capsule. We're going to open it right here and sprinkle a little bit in. So, I'm going to start to add about a cup of water to begin with. I have all the water for the diet already portioned out for us, so we're going to use this whole container by the time we're done here. About to get a little bit loud. More spinach. Going to be adding some more water. Alright, so here's where this diet is going to start to get a little bit interesting, and I think some of you guys are probably going to start scratching your heads. We are going to add some very, very yummy turkey to our diet. It is raw turkey. It's 1 cup. We're going to add 1 cup of raw turkey, and then we're also going to add 1 cup of raw ground beef. Kids, don't try this at home. So as you can see, this diet is very high in fibers and proteins. These animals must be nice and strong. Probably get some exercise in. Now we're going to be adding some beef, nice and yummy. Oh, so good. And I was just handling some raw meat, so I'm going to go ahead. I already disposed properly of my other gloves. I'm going to put on some nice clean gloves now to finish out the remainder of this diet. As you can see, the diet is starting to get a little bit more solid. It's looking nice and green, which is just the way I like it. I personally think by slowly adding ingredients, it helps make everything nice and smooth so that it comes out to a nice good consistency. We like for it to be kind of a nice split pea soup consistency at the end. So if that gives you any idea what kind of animal this might feed, just think nice and soup, kind of like a thick smoothie almost. I wonder why it would have to be like that. And now that we've added all of our ingredients, I'm gonna turn on this blender and let it just get nice and smooth for a while, and we'll be all good. So this green goopy concoction is one of my favorite diets to make just because of how messy it is. I know you guys saw me earlier getting all sorts of things mixed up in that blender. I think we might have had some good guesses, but Xena right here is a southern Tamandua. These guys are in the super order Xenarthra, which means strange joint. So she's using those nice, strong claws to help her dig in her food. We remember that we put insectivore in this diet. Xena right here is an insectivore. These guys eat about 9,000 insects and termites a day in the wild. They have that prehensile tail and they'll use it to help them climb and maneuver around up in trees, and they'll use those nice strong claws to help them get into insect and termite mounds. These guys are found in South America from Venezuela to northern Argentina. Now her tongue is nice and very long. She'll use it to help get insects and termites stuck to it. It has a protective coating that keeps bites and stings from harming them, but also microscopic barbs that gets the insects and termites stuck in the first place. So she eats a whole bunch of things. Now this diet is nice and it's blended very smoothly because tamanduas can only open their mouths about the size of a pencil eraser. Fun fact, the original coffee plants that were cultivated could not withstand much sunlight. And so what people did is they began to grow coffee beneath the canopy forest. Now coffee is obviously a super popular drink. I know most of us cannot start our mornings without it, but this has created large-scale deforestation for coffee plantations. One of the ways that you want to help out lovely tamanduas like Xena here is by choosing organic shade-grown coffee. Those plants have been grown beneath the forest canopy, and therefore it preserves arboreal habitats for animals like Xena who rely on those in the wild. You want to make sure that you're looking for coffee that is Rainforest Alliance certified or marked organic shade grown. Xena is obviously spending some nice good time in the sun right here, digging up her diet, and she wants you to help out other animals and tamanduas just like her.